Daniel's end-time visions. The prophecies that are unfolding right now. The captive with the code. He wasn't a soldier. He wasn't a king. He was a prisoner. But he held the future in his hands. Daniel, a young Hebrew taken into Babylonian captivity, was far from home, yet closer to God than anyone around him. While others bowed to idols, Daniel stood alone. And in the silence of his loyalty, something extraordinary happened. He started having visions. Dark, vivid, terrifying glimpses of the future. The kings of empires. The rise of beasts. The clash of worlds. The return of the Ancient of Days. These weren't hallucinations. They were encrypted prophecies. Time-coded messages from God to mankind. And they didn't just speak to Daniel's time. They speak to ours. You may think this story is ancient, but what if I told you the events Daniel saw are unfolding right now? That every symbol, every creature, every number, carries meaning meant for this generation? This isn't fiction. This is prophecy. If you're still with us, comment, "I want to know the truth." Smash that like button to keep this message alive. And share this video with someone who's feeling the shift in the world. We're going deeper than ever before. The four beasts and the empire code. In one of Daniel's most disturbing visions, he saw the sea churn and four beasts rise from the depths. Not animals, empires. The lion with eagle's wings, often seen as Babylon. The bear with ribs in its mouth, representing the Medo-Persian Empire. The leopard with four wings, a prophecy of the swift rise of Greece. And the terrifying, iron-toothed beast, unlike anything else. That final beast. It's the one that haunts. It had 10 horns. Then another horn rose, small at first, but it grew greater than the others. It spoke arrogantly. It made war against the saints. This little horn is believed to represent the Antichrist, a future global ruler who will dominate the earth, deceive nations, and try to rewrite morality, law, and even time itself. Daniel was terrified. He begged for meaning. And the angel who stood by told him clearly, "These beasts are kings. The fourth one will devour the whole world." Stop and think. Can you feel it? Governments collapsing. Morality crumbling. Technology merging with control. Comment below, the beast system is rising. And if you know someone who's blind to what's happening, send them this video now. The 70 weeks and the clock of God. Daniel wasn't just shown beasts, he was given a calendar. In Daniel chapter 9, the angel Gabriel delivers what may be the most precise prophecy in history. The 70 weeks. These weeks are symbolic, each one representing 7 years. The first 69 weeks precisely predict the arrival of the Messiah, Jesus Christ, centuries before his birth. But the final week hasn't happened yet. It is the 70th week, the 7-year tribulation at the end of the age. According to prophecy, during that final week, a peace treaty will be signed by a powerful leader. Halfway through, he will break the covenant, set up an abomination in the temple, and unleash persecution. The world will descend into chaos unlike anything ever witnessed. And it all begins when the clock starts ticking again. Think about this. What if the countdown has already started? What if we are living in the gap between week 69 and 70, and the final moments are near? Comment, the final week is coming. Hit like if you feel the urgency. And subscribe, because in the next block, we're exposing the final empire. The final empire and the statue of power. In Daniel chapter 2, a different vision unfolds, this time through a dream given to the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar. The king sees a colossal statue, and only Daniel can interpret it. Each part of the statue represents a global empire. The head of gold, Babylon. The chest of silver, Medo-Persia. The belly and thighs of bronze, Greece. The legs of iron, Rome. The feet of iron mixed with clay, the final empire. This last kingdom is weak and divided. It looks strong, but it crumbles easily. Sound familiar? Iron mixed with clay. Technology fused with humanity, machines running empires, global systems held together by fragile alliances. And then it happens. A stone, cut not by human hands, crashes into the statue. It destroys every kingdom, every empire, every throne. That stone becomes a mountain that fills the earth. That stone is the kingdom of God. The prophecy is clear. Every world power will fall. Every system will collapse. Only one kingdom will remain. If you're ready for the return of the king, comment, strike the statue. Share this message, because the empire of iron and clay is already rising, and time is running out. Daniel's final vision and the time of the end. In the final chapters of the book of Daniel, the visions become more intense, more apocalyptic. Daniel sees a time of great distress, unlike anything since the beginning of nations. A time when the righteous will shine like stars, but many will be purified through fire and suffering. He is told of kings of the north and south clashing in global war. He sees a man clothed in linen, standing above the waters, lifting his hands to heaven and swearing by him who lives forever. It will be for a time, times, and half a time. 3.5 years. This cryptic phrase appears again in Revelation. It all connects. Daniel and John, centuries apart, saw the same end, the same war, the same beast, the same deliverance. And Daniel, trembling, asked, "What will be the outcome of all this?" The answer? Go your way, Daniel. The words are closed and sealed until the time of the end. But now, the seal feels broken. Prophecies are being unlocked. Global systems are aligning. Artificial intelligence, digital currency, wars and rumors of wars, it's all happening, right before our eyes. Are we living in the time Daniel saw? Comment. The seal is breaking. And don't just watch. Send this video to those you love. Because in the final block, we'll uncover what to do when the end begins. The wise will understand. A final warning. Daniel ends his book with a mystery and a promise. Many will be purified, made spotless and refined, but the wicked will continue to be wicked. None of the wicked will understand, but the wise will understand. Who are the wise? They are not just scholars, prophets, or pastors. They are those who seek truth, who pray in secret, who watch the signs, who hold fast even when the world mocks them. They are the Daniels of today. You see, Daniel wasn't just a prophet. He was a watchman. A man who prayed 3 times a day, who risked his life in the lion's den, who fasted for understanding. He didn't just receive prophecy. He lived it. And now it's our turn. To watch, to pray, to prepare. Not in fear, but in faith. Because the same God who revealed empires to Daniel is still speaking. If you feel the fire inside you, comment, "Make me wise, Lord." Like this video if you won't be silent. Subscribe if you're ready to stand like Daniel in a world gone dark. The story of Daniel is not just a vision of beasts and empires. It's a call to courage. It teaches us that we don't need power to have influence. We don't need armies to shake empires. All we need is conviction. In the end, prophecy isn't about fear, it's about preparation. Yes, the world will grow darker. But light shines brightest in the dark. Yes, systems will rise and fall. But the stone that crushes them all is already moving. And you were born for this time. To be a Daniel. To see what others cannot. To speak when others stay silent. To shine in a world that has forgotten how to hope. Will you be the watchman? Will you be the light?